My name is Samuel Mondi Martin Achola, aka Dr. King, aka Kalambe.
Valentine and Dega Omondi.
Hallelujah.
Omondi is him. We were brother and sister in Christ.
Yes, your brother.
Sister Valentine, brother Sam. Hallelujah.
I've been in a relationship for 7 years. Where? Katia Wimschana?
Layer Premium Flour.
From the troubled valley of Kapedo to a historic celebration of unity and peace, tonight we witness how a region long defined by conflict is rewriting its story. And we take you to the heart of Taita Taveta County, home to one of Kenya's largest and oldest wildlife parks, with our reporter John Kahiro. That and more coming up in the latest edition tonight. But first, let's look at the highlights. Mourning Cyrus Jirongo, tributes upon tributes for the fallen politician whose life was cut short by a road accident in Karai, near Naivasha.
Each and every one of those students is going to transition to grade 10 come 2026.
Senior school pathways. The government assures parents and students of a transparent transition from junior to senior secondary school. And journey with us through the magical and attractive Tsavo East National Park. A warm welcome to the Legends edition. I'm Maria, and helping me in the sign language is Caroline Njoroge. Now we begin on a political note where the Deputy Chief of Staff in Executive Office of the President in charge of delivery and government efficiency, Elido Walo, is cautioning Nyanza region politicians to focus on economic empowerment and service delivery to their people instead of succession politics.
We really need to have some focus as a people. We do not want negative, retrogressive, parochial, and egocentric interest in the name of something called political kingpin. Kingpin for what? If the people are suffering, are not getting tangible economic benefits, why do you want to lead people who are impoverished and economically unstable? So our focus must change to politics of the economy, not selfish politics of political kingpin. That is not going to take us anywhere. If we are to have any politics moving forward in this region of Nyanza, that should be politics of the economy. So let us not have certain leaders polluting people's minds with selfish interest of, I want to be political kingpin.
The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission has recovered a grabbed public utility land measuring 0.13 acres valued at 21 million. The land of Tom regularly allocated in Jero, who
the 17-year-old case involving this parcel of land that was set aside for the expansion of Tomboya Avenue in Mombasa town was filed on 18th January 2008 by the then Kenya Anti-Corruption Commission that only came to its conclusion on 10th December this year. Investigations by the Commission then established that the land was first allocated to Isaac Munyi Njeru through an allotment letter dated 24th January 1996, issued without any application. In 2002, the land registrar Kenneth Gidhi registered the same property and issued a certificate of lease in favour of Julius Momsai at a consideration of 6,000 shillings per annum for a term of 99 years. In 2003, Momsai then sold and transferred the property to Muhammad Mahfoud Saad for a consideration of 500,000 shillings, after which a certificate of lease was issued in his favour. Justice Kibunja of the Environment and Land Court, in his judgment, ordered the cancellation of the title to land parcel Mombasa Island Block X1983, having been fraudulently obtained. He further issued a permanent injunction restraining Muhammad Mahfoud Saad from dealing with the property in any manner other than surrendering it to the government. With this judgment, the property reverts to the government for the benefit of the public, even as the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission reiterates its commitment to recovering stolen public assets and ensuring they are utilized for the greater public good. Yusufar reporting for the Legends edition.
And messages of condolences continue to pour in for the loved ones of former Lugari Member of Parliament Cyrus Jirongo, who died in a road accident in Naivasha, Nakuru County. According to the police report, the former politician was driving himself to Nairobi on Saturday morning when his vehicle was involved in a head-on collision with a passenger bus. President William Ruto led leaders across the political divide in mourning the late Jirongo.
According to police reports, early morning on Saturday at about 3 a.m., the former Lugari legislator Cyrus Jirongo was driving along Nakuru-Nairobi highway when he met his death after colliding with a Climax bus at Karai area in Naivasha. According to the driver of the bus, Jirongo's car, a Mercedes-Benz, drove from a petrol station and allegedly entered the wrong lane.
Hakugive aliingia kwa mafuta kwa barabara na akaona upande yake gari zimeweka jamu, akaamua kuja penye niko.
When police arrived, the lone occupant of the car had succumbed to injuries, while occupants of the bus remained unhurt. On further probe, the occupant was revealed as Cyrus Jirongo, the former Lugari Member of Parliament.
Gari ndogo ilikuwa na mtu mmoja. Gari yangu ilikuwa na abiria 65.
Kuna mtu alipata majani.
Wakati nilijaribu kuokoa nikasikia gari yangu inaenda chini. Sasa mimi nikanyaga akakuja kama ameniingia.
His body has already been moved to the Lee Funeral Home in Nairobi.
Kwa kweli hakuna mmoja wetu alitarajia kwamba tunaweza mpoteza aliyekuwa mbunge wetu wakati
Nairobi.
Take over committee
In Kakamega to mourn their departed former MP.
Kwa hakika mimi alinisaidia sana. Manake nikuwa kutoka jamii ya Wakisii. Yeye kitu la kwanza hana ile kitu inaitwa ukabila. Manake alikubali kusimama na mimi na hadi nikaweza kufaulu nikashinda hiyo kiti eneo wodi ya Mautuma.
Jirongo will be remembered for his role in the YK92, a group of young leaders who campaigned for the re-election of the late President Daniel Moi in 1992. President William Ruto has led the country in mourning Jirongo. The head of state eulogies Jirongo as a relentless go-getter, a seasoned businessman and a consummate politician who refused to be defined, let alone defeated, by life's challenges. Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, on his side, said Jirongo was a dynamic politician who captured national attention in the early 90s when, at a remarkably young age, he helped steer the YK92 movement. Wiper Patriotic Front leader Kalonzo Musyoka says Jirongo was a bold and charismatic leader who never shied away from standing out, challenging convention, or pursuing his convictions with courage and clarity. Speaker of the National Assembly Moses Wetangula said Jirongo has left an indelible mark on the political landscape of Kenya. Give us Maina, Legends Edition.
He was the co-founder of the youth lobby movement, Youth for KANU 92, that supported President Daniel Arap Moi's re-election bid in 1992 following the return of multipartyism. Cyrus Jirongo, a two-time member of parliament for Lugari constituency, also served as Minister for Rural Development in President Moi's government. As we take a look at his life and times, the late Jirongo will also be remembered as having given the presidency a shot in 2017.
As the curtains fall, Cyrus Jirongo, after 64 years on earth, his impact on the political, social and economic space will be remembered. Jirongo was born in March 1961 and his education background includes attending Mangu High School from 1978 to 1981. Later, as a young adult aged 31, alongside current President William Ruto, former Kenya Football Federation Chairman Sam Nyamweya, Frederick Kiptanui, among others, they founded YK92, a youth group that supported the late President Daniel Arap Moi's re-election bid in 1992.
When we in KANU were almost giving up, Cyrus came up with a very strong
whereas
Noti ya 500 ikaintanishwa na Jirongo, na Jirongo alifanya kazi mzuri.
The YK92 group was disbanded, with Moi accusing it of working with the opposition to undermine his rule. Jirongo was at the time on the path to establish a powerhouse base in Western Kenya. In 1997, he yet again became politically relevant and was elected Member of Parliament for Lugari constituency. 6 months later, he announced plans to run for presidency in 2002. But in 2001, during Moi's major cabinet reshuffle, he was appointed as Minister for Rural Development. In 2002, he was re-elected Lugari Member of Parliament on a KADU ticket. In 2013, he unsuccessfully vied for the Kakamega senatorial seat, losing to Boni Halwale. In 2017, he gave the presidency a shot under the United Democratic Party, garnering 11,282 votes, and later 37,791 votes in the repeat presidential election. Later, in the run-up to 2022 general election, alongside now People's Liberations Party leader Martha Karua, joined One Kenya Alliance. But while many will remember him as an astute politician, his allies say he was a well-established entrepreneur.
In fact, by the time he was passing on, he was the chairman of Shiftings, a company that deals with international trade in oil and other minerals.
Until his death, Jirongo was very vocal on the social media platforms, hosting The Savage Politics, a segment on the Alpha House YouTube channel.
Why haven't Kenyans decided, let's make Martha the president of Kenya?
Yes. Really, you are a mind that I'm finding very interesting.
Those close to him have mourned him as a generous man who mentored many. Jirongo died Saturday morning in a road accident in Naivasha, Nakuru County. Kamche Menza for the Legends edition.
Indeed, our condolences to the family and friends, and may he rest in peace. Away from that is that Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Ogamba has assured parents and candidates of a fair, transparent and seamless placement of more than 1.13 million learners into senior school pathways. Speaking during an end-of-year Thanksgiving Sabbath service at the Kenyatta International Convention Center, Ogamba said the placement exercise will begin next week and will be complete by Saturday, December the 20th, 2025, with all senior high school learners expected to report to their respective schools on Monday, January the 12th, 2026. Ogamba at the same time joined other leaders in calling for unity, peace and responsible parenting as the country heads into the festive season.
At the Kenyatta International Convention Center, Nairobi, choirs from different churches belted songs of praise and thanksgiving as congregants from across the country gathered to mark the end of the year in prayer. The Thanksgiving Sabbath service, now in its third year, brought together religious leaders, national and county government officials, united by a common message of peace, love, forgiveness, and national unity.
If we are not united as a people, we will fall. Let us not mislead the people of Kenya.
Hii safari hatuwezi tukasonga peke yetu. Lazima tusonge sisi wote pamoja. Lazima tuungane wa Kenya.
Among the leaders present was Education CS Julius Migos Ogamba, who used the occasion to reassure parents and learners of a smooth transition to senior school under the competency-based curriculum.
Out of the 1,130,000 students who took exams, who took the assessments, we only had 7 cases of malpractice, and in only 2 subjects from 2 schools. For the first time, we had a clean result, and I want to encourage you and inform you that each and every one of those students is going to transition to grade 10 come 2026. And all those students, all those learners will be in class by the 12th of January 2026.
With the placement exercise set to commence next week, Ogamba assured parents that schools across the country have sufficient capacity to absorb all learners. As the festive season approaches, leaders also turn their focus to the well-being of families and communities.
Watoto wetu wengi wako pale nyumbani. Tuongee nao, tuzidi kuwaonyesha njia.
County leaders echoed the call for unity, saying peace remains critical for community growth and economic development.
Nataka kuambia kwamba kama kiongozi wenu nitasimama na nyinyi. We shall support your business. We shall support everyone in this city ili tuendelee mbele.
Prayers were also offered for leaders seeking wisdom and humility in service as Kenyans reflect on the year gone by and prepare for the year ahead. Doreen Arange for Legends Edition.
Indeed, we now take a quick break, but I'll be back with more news in just a short moment.
This December, Migori comes alive. The 5th edition of the Pini Luo and Migori Cultural Extravaganza 2025 is here. The theme, Luo Unity in Diversity, harmonizing and institutionalizing our heritage. And ahead of the grand celebration, the Migori Cultural Extravaganza lights up the county from the 10th to 11th December. Then, from the 15th to 17th December, Pini Luo brings the power of Luo heritage, a movement founded by the late Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, championing unity, cultural pride, and transformation across the region. Migori Extravaganza, 10th to 11th December at Makuyu Primary, and Taranganya for other communities including the Luya, Kuria, Kisii, Somali, and Suba. Join us in Migori where culture unites, identity empowers, and the Luo spirit shines.
We are joined by a panel of experts who will help us how to navigate this particular period, how to attend gatherings without losing your mind, how to find joy in the moments when you're dodging those very, very intrusive questions.
You can interact with your relatives the whole year and they behave very well. And then when it comes to Christmas time, they start exhibiting the gluttony you only read about in the Bible.
Oh, wow.
You don't have to drink alcohol to celebrate. You don't have to. You can have fun.
I don't know who you think you're talking to.
Thing of taking a new girl every Christmas to your family so that now it is our responsibility to fix our faces. We're like, oh.
So let's arrive on time. Another one is leaving on time as well. You know when to leave.
Jesus has been a king of yada. It can find it's not enough space.
Umenitenda wema, umenitenda vyema.
Pampe akupa kumpa asokupa si kupa ni kutupa.
Wasingizi amkeni.
Je, ni kweli kuwa vijana wameandaliwa vizuri kushika nafasi za uongozi?
Na wanafunzi ambao wamepewa nafasi ya kuongoza wanafunzi wenzao.
Kweli kuwa vijana wote wana uzoefu na ujuzi kwa sababu kuna wale wakuweza kupata elimu cha juu.
Wasonga angalisoma angalipita. Majuto. Mtu ambaye anakula mkate ametumana aletewe chai.
Mtu anayekula mkate ameagiza chai.
Makofi mpigie.
Ukara.
Kinyume chake?
Ukaraguni.
Mpia makofi ubingwa.
Welcome back to the Legends edition, and we continue with the news where the Sudanese learners living in Kapsoya, that is in Uasin Gishu County, are celebrating remarkable success after emerging among the top performers in the recently released Kenya Junior School Education Assessment results. The achievements has been praised by teachers and parents who say it reflects the learners' resilience and commitment despite adopting to a new education system. The results have also highlighted the positive impact of integrating refugee learners into Kenyan schools under the competency-based curriculum. At Precious Joy Academy in Eldoret, songs, ululations and smiles filled the school compound as learners, teachers and parents came together to celebrate the outstanding achievement. Among the standout candidates is Sudanese learner Chole Kwot, who scored exceeding expectations in all subjects.
I didn't expect. I thought that according to the grading system, foreigners would be ranked a bit lower, but I'm very grateful for the grading that they did. I would like to be a doctor. I want to cure many diseases.
Another Sudanese learner, Blessed Ajur, also posted impressive results, scoring exceeding expectations. She attributes her success to consistency and hard work.
I used to study smart, and also my teachers, they were really doing a great job in offering us the best education.
I got marks 66 out of 72, which in my opinion were good, but I believe I could have done better.
The school's management says the number of Sudanese learners enrolling at the school has steadily increased and the academic discipline has stood out. However, some parents say they are still struggling to understand the new competency-based curriculum, making it difficult to fully support their children.
If they will come up with one design books that teachers will be using in school, I think that will be better and it will improve performance in CBC.
As parents tunafanya vitu helter skelter. Hatujui wapi ni wapi. Tungependa pia tukue guidance.
To matters wildlife now, where a new national wildlife census conducted between June 2024 and August 2025 by the Kenya Wildlife Service has shown a sharp increase in elephant population in the country from 36,280 in 2021 to 41,952 in 2025. According to the study, this is attributed to major progress in habitat protection. The report showed to endangered species like canyon heritage.
Report follows major terrestrial Tsavo, Laikipia, Athi Kaputei, and
doing well, and we can give information to policymakers in a better way.
According to the report, there's an increase in elephant population from 36,280 in 2021 to 41,952 in 2025, and the giraffe population increased from 35,355 in 2021 to 43,002 in 2025. The report also showed that Hirola, Africa's rarest antelope, has reduced from 497 in 2021 to 245 in 2025, and sable antelope dropped from 51 in 2021 to 40 in 2025. Other species, including ungulates, carnivores, birds, and marine fauna, continue to decline sharply. Livestock has also posed a threat with their rising number, resulting in competition for space and resources with wildlife. Wetland bird populations have fallen by 8 to 97% in key habitats. This reduction is attributed to land degradation, habitat fragmentation, poaching, invasive species, population, and impacts of climate change. To address the challenges, the report recommends that the Ministry of Tourism develop and gazette relevant regulations to support the implementation of the Wildlife Conservation and Management Act, CAP 376, provide resources to secure identified priority wildlife corridors, and give a directive to plow back into wildlife conservation.
One of the recommendations that we have done is to have a percentage of the tourism earnings go directly to protect the product. And His Excellency has looked at the data, and we are optimistic. You cannot spend over 200 million to undertake a national wildlife census just to put the book in the shelves. He has assured us that the recommendations are going to be implemented to ensure that wildlife products remains for future generations.
Others include conducting the National Wildlife Census every 3 years in line with wildlife ecological cycles and promoting
Still on my at the heart of Taita in Kenya National Park, 19 wildlife boast attraction site, red dust elephants, falls, water through the scenes of National Park, an influx of local and international tourists during this festive season.
A 45-minute flight from the Wilson Airport, Nairobi, lands you at the Tsavo East National Park in Taita Taveta County. The vast wilderness spreads over 13,000 kilometers square of land, blending the flora, rich fauna, and a touch of heritage and history. From the entrance of the Manyani's Gate off Mombasa Road, the famous man-eaters area welcomes you here. The remains of these structures tell of a chilling history of attacks suffered by the railway workers at the hands of the infamous man-eater lions. A few kilometers drive from the gate, a massive rock rises into the view. This is the magical Modanda Rock, covering more than 1.6 kilometers square. But beyond the calming scenery, the foot of Modanda hosts a popular watering point where all kinds of wildlife gather to cool off from the heat of the world. These are the moments the visitors cherish, watching nature unfold freely. A drive deeper into the park reveals the true identity of Tsavo East National Park. The red dust elephants. Thanks to the many water points, the giants in their families often step out to quench their thirst, cool their bodies, or even scratch their dusty backs on tree trunks.
From Mexico, we are a lot of parties and music and food, but right here it's another thing. It's full of traditions, and everyone respects that, and everyone is so in touch with the culture, with the tradition, that I think it's lovely.
Our safari took us deep into the East Park and across the open plains. The vast landscapes merge with adjacent terrains. And after several kilometers of driving, the wilderness parts to show a quiet treasure, the Galana River. Flowing through the park, the river spills over ancient rocks to form the little-known but breathtaking Lugat Falls. In the middle of this vast wilderness lies this hidden gem. This is the Lugat Falls, little known to many. Its waters serve as lifeline to the Tsavo East National Park, quenching thirst for the wildlife and adding to the magical scenes of the park. Just like the Tsavo West, the East is also home to countless other species, including antelope families and giraffes. Its open terrain at the same time offers a natural view to travelers using the standard gauge railway, as the railway snakes right along the edge of the park. According to the Kenya Tourism Board, the government is increasing investment in such destinations to boost the tourism sector.
Target 5
in
it's the second for few people have cancelled or the numbers have reduced. You could be lucky.
Many have capitalized on unique safari experiences such as the Sundowners and Bush Mills, ensuring that every visit to the majestic Tsavo is unforgettable.
This is where we serve our bush breakfast, just the sunset and sitting up on this particular rock and see all the views and the panoramic views and the scenery, it's just something I think somebody will just forever remember. You can actually do quite a number of activities here. You can even do a proposal here.
From the red dust elephant, the vast open wilderness, to the roaring waters of the Lugat Falls, Tsavo East National Park serves as a great reminder of just what we have as a country, what we must protect, and why Kenya remains unbeatable when it comes to tourism destinations. John Kahiro for Channel 1 News, Tsavo East National Park, Taita Taveta County.
John Kahiro there, coming to us from the Tsavo East National Park. Well, it could be a good idea for you to just take time and, visit the park during this festive season and, just see for yourselves those beautiful scenery, the animals and all that. And away from matters tourism and the conservation, for decades, the mere mention of Kapedo in Baringo County sent a chill across the country. It was a valley spoken in harsh tones, remembered for deadly ambushes, fallen security officers, and a protracted border conflict that seemed impossible to end. But on Friday, December the 12th, 2025, during the 62nd Jamhuri Day, history was written. For the first time ever, the residents held celebrations to mark the national holiday in Kapedo at the volatile Baringo-Turkana border, transforming one of the country's most feared battlefields into a stage of unity, peace, love, and renewed hope.
The Kapedo Bridge in particular was synonymous with death. Few crossed it safely, none without heavy military escort. Kenya Defence Forces officers once took up strategic positions along its rugged edges, weapons drawn, eyes fixed on the jagged horizon in anticipation of gunfire. But on this historic day, residents gathered to mark the 62nd Jamhuri Day celebrations in Kapedo at the Baringo-Turkana counties border, a first in the nation's history. Side by side, the Pokot community of Tiati and their Turkana neighbors, long divided by suspicion, raids, and decades of bloodshed, walked together. They sang, they danced, for the past 1.5 years, the Suguta Valley has enjoyed an unbroken stretch of peace. Until now, cautious optimism had kept many from fully embracing that calm.
Saizi Kapedo ni tauni kubwa sana. Yaani ukiingia kitambo watu walikuwa wanasema Kapedo the valley of death. Lakini kwa saizi hata mtu akiambia unaenda Kapedo anasema yeye haendi Kapedo, yeye anaogopa. Lakini saizi Kapedo haya yote yalipita kabisa. Kapedo sasa tuko salama.
Watu walikuwa nasikiza Kapedo ni mahali pa kifo. Na siku ya leo tumekuja pamoja kama vijana kutoka sehemu za Tiati kupatana na vijana wa Kapedo na wakaaji wa Kapedo kufurahia Jamhuri Day, na umeona kweli tumekuwa kitu kimoja na tumefurahia amani.
During the event, community leader Stanley Lotter captured the significance of the moment, saying the guns had finally gone silent. He urged business people to seize the opportunity and invest in the Suguta Valley, an area once avoided even by the boldest entrepreneurs.
Amani inaweza kuwa ya manufaa kwa jamii zetu, na amani inaweza tumika kama njia moja ya kufungua barabara zetu ili tuweze pia nasi tu enjoy ile public sector transport. Kwa hivyo tunachukua nafasi hii kukaribisha jamii zote wa investors pamoja na public sector transport kutumia barabara ya Chemolingot, Kapedo, Lomelo ndo uchumi ya hii area iweze kunawiri na iweze kwenda mbele.
Tumefurahia karibu mwaka na hii imetoka ya mashirika hata
is now a quiet testament to the region's rich wildlife and scenic heritage. The Pokot and Turkana did not just cross a physical bridge. They crossed into a new chapter of peace, unity, love, dignity, and shared destiny. Jacqueline Masharia for Legends Edition.
My name is Samuel Mondi Martin Achola, aka Dr. King, aka Kalambe.
Valentine and Dega Omondi.
Hallelujah.
Omondi is him. We were brother and sister in Christ.
Yes,
your brother.
Sister Valentine, brother Sam. Hallelujah.
I've been in a relationship for 7 years. Do you tell you? Is he? Then I'm like,
from the latest rumors to the newest fashion trends, here is where you get all the tea or juice when it comes to entertainment, and you get it served on time. All that and so much more on Grapevine every single Monday only on KBC Channel 1. Remember, if you did not see it on Grapevine, then it most probably never happened.
Jione.
Thank you for staying with us. Now, Kenya Broadcasting Corporation staff are an optimistic lot, that is, as the management announces the introduction of improved human resource instruments that will create more opportunities for staff promotions. Speaking while presiding over the end-of-year party in Mombasa, Managing Director Agnes Kaleche also revealed plans to upgrade the corporation's studios with a focus on richer coastal content, stronger women and youth programming, and a renewed drive towards profitability.
Head, bottle.
Laughter, music, and the warmth of shared success filled the air as members of staff from the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation and Kenya News Agency came together to mark the end of the year in style. It was a rare moment to pause, reflect and recollect on a year defined by resilience, creativity and growth. Managing Director Agnes Kalechie led the cutting of the celebratory cake.
From the KBC family to your homes, we say, Merry Christmas!
She then announced the introduction of new human resource instruments that will create more opportunities for staff promotions.
I want next year when I come here, at least most of you will be promoted. The HRM, what she didn't tell you, Assistant HRM, is that we have new HR instruments. And what that does is that it will open up more spaces so that you can all get promoted.
The Managing Director further commended members of staff from Mombasa for the exceptional performance throughout the year, saying plans are underway to upgrade the corporation studios with an aim of enriching the coastal content.
You've turned tight budgets and tough times into excellence. Asanteni sana.
Here in Mombasa, we have been working very closely with KNA and KBC. In fact, maybe it's good for you to know, an editor in Nairobi can call a KNA guy or a cameraman. Please, there's a function somewhere, do that for us.
Strengthen women and youth programming and renew the drive towards profitability. The Managing Director also took the opportunity to appreciate the listeners and viewers who stood by the national broadcaster and hear their love for more than a century of public service.
Now to our families, I think let's not forget our families this year. They shared the love with us and with the nation. And most importantly to our listeners and viewers, thank you for keeping KBC in our homes for, the last many years, over 100 years.
Tilio Marco for Legends Edition.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year!
And on that note, we want to look at sports now. Bernard is in studio. Bernard, I understand that Kenyan youth were actually reaping big. Is it in Angola?
Yes, indeed. It is a great run for Team Kenya at the 4th edition of the Youth Games, which is ongoing in Luanda, Angola. And let's go into the details of this and other stories. We begin with, of course, what's happening in Angola, where Kenya enjoyed a golden day at the ongoing Africa Youth Games in Angola, scooping a flurry of top honors on the track. David Kapedo led the charge by storming to gold in the 1500 meters race, while Karen Chepngeno and Jairus Biagon delivered commanding victories in the 2,000 meter steeplechase to further boost the medal haul. Vakodi Chemutai capped off the impressive showing with a gold medal performance in the 800 meters. The latest triumphs take Kenya's tally to 4 gold medals alongside 1 silver and 2 bronze. Daniel Mwendwa reports from Luanda.
Kenya's athletes put on a stellar performance, and it all started with David Kapedo and Karen Chepngeno. Kapedo delivered Kenya's first gold medal in the boys' 1500 meters final, dominating with a time of 3 minutes, 52.01 seconds. His victory was followed by Chepngeno's remarkable win in the girls' 2000 meters steeplechase, clocking 6 minutes, 33.92 seconds for another gold. In the girls' 3000 meters final, Lona Cherono took the silver medal, pushing Kenya's tally to 5. Cherono's performance was a solid showing despite the tough competition.
Mazoezi tu nilikuwa na trainia cross country ya World Championship kuenda America USA. Kaambiwa nikuje Angola kukimbia. Sikuwa natarajia. Nikakuja tu nikapika mazoezi hadi speed work sikupika. Nilikuwa tunaenda tu long run 6 na kurudi na kutulia tu. Lakini Mungu amenipa matarajio mzuri.
Ngawa kuna joto chingi Kenya hii hapa Angola, lakini tuling'ang'ana. Vile tulikuwa tunaanza nilikuwa naogopa Ethiopia, lakini nilichibia moyo tu, ushindi tu, nikasema wacha nishinde medali nilete Kenya.
Meanwhile, in the boys' 2,000 meters steeplechase, Jairus Biagon was unstoppable, finishing in 5 minutes, 39.6 seconds for yet another gold. And it didn't stop there. Vakodi Chemutai also contributed to Kenya's gold haul, clinching the top spot in the girls' 800 meters with a time of 2 minutes, 7.09 seconds. In addition to their outstanding performances on track and field, Kenya's swimmers have also made history. The national swimming youth relay team set a new record, improving their time to 3 minutes 57 seconds, a significant achievement.
So far, so good. It's our first day. The team has really performed so well. We've registered PBs and seeing our teams proceeding to the finals. And being the first day, we are looking forward to to great performances in the coming events.
Today was really exciting. I was really waiting for this event, and it was really nice. Really enjoyed the first day of the competition.
Talk about the relays.
The relay were really exciting. You just can't wait for your turn to go and doing it for Team Kenya at the end of the day.
As you go and prepare for the Youth Olympics, what are some of the areas as a player and as a team going to improve?
We are really going to improve on our, let's say, the small things that really change the race, like the turns, the glides, and mostly I think endurance is what we really need to work on right now.
I'm so excited to see how Team Kenya swam. Our young athletes have done very well today. Despite not getting to the podium, they have made us proud. Wonderful times in terms of they've gotten their PBs and also broken a national record in 4x400 mixed freestyle relay.
The Multi-Sport Africa Youth Games, which run through December 19th, are more than just a competition. They serve as part of the qualification pathway for next year's Youth Olympic Games in Dakar, and Kenya's impressive showing is certainly one to watch.
Nimefurahia sana kwa vile jana tukicheza ile round of 16 walikuwa chini kidogo, lakini leo waliamuka wakiwa wachangamfu. Wakacheza quarter finali vizuri dhidi ya timu ya Angola ambao ndio wenyeji hapa, na waliweza kuperform vizuri sana, tukaweza kufuzu kwa nusu finali ambayo itachezwa kesho.
After bagging 4 gold medals and 1 silver medal, Team Kenya will be looking forward to flag the Kenyans flag high in the remaining competitions as they aim to finish on top of the medal standings. Reporting from Bengo, Angola, I'm Daniel Mwendwa.
And thank you, Dan Mwendwa, for that report from Luanda. We'll keep tabs on 4th Africa Youth Games in Luanda. Moving on, Kenya's Catherine Amangole Relin became the first woman to successfully defend her title at the 7th edition of the ADNOC Abu Dhabi Marathon held today in Abu Dhabi. The 23-year-old who switched from after claiming the crown last year in a personal best of 2 hours, 20 minutes and 34 seconds when she outpaced a strong field that included double world marathon champion Edna Kiplagat. Relin, the reigning world road running half marathon bronze medalist, sealed her second successive marathon title in 2 hours, 21 minutes and 17 seconds. Veteran Kenyan star Edna Kiplagat, age 46, finished second, while Ethiopia's Burtukana Bekele completed the podium dash. In the men's race, Turkey's Kan Kigen Osbien claimed victory in 2 hours, 7 minutes and 27 seconds ahead of Ethiopia's Asfar Hiden. Kenya's Kenneth Kiprop Kipkemoi was placed third, with compatriot Mike Kiptum finishing fourth in the men's race.
5. Edna Kiplagat takes second place. Brilliant. Second place for
And to soccer now, where defending champions Kenya Police have regained pole position in the FKF Premier League despite being held to a goalless draw by FC Leopards at the Kasarani Stadium. Neither Police nor Leopards could find the back of the net after 90 minutes, but the point moved the Police to the top on 21 points, 1 point above Gor Mahia, Kakamega Homeboys and Postal Rangers, who are second and to fourth in that order. The opponents, Leopards, are a distant 6, 3 points behind the leaders. Mara Sugar defeated Kariobangi Sharks 2-0 at the Awendo Green Stadium in the other game played on Saturday. Jimmy O'Willy opened the scoring for Mara Sugar before Dennis Cheriot scored the second from the penalty spot to seal the victory for Mara. Mara Sugar now moves up to 9th place with 17 points, while Sharks remains bottom, 18th position, having gone winless in their last 8 league matches.
Alikuwa macho kama popo. Afrika Tansi. Ronald Bebeto Sichenje anacheza Abu Domar, nafasi
Still on soccer now to the second tier where Mofa missed the chance to trim the gap between them and FKF National Super League leaders Migori Youth to 4 points after being held to a goalless draw by Talanta FC earlier today. Mofa, who began the match 7 points behind Migori, could not break the resolute Talanta defense as they managed to collect just a point, staying second on 23 points, 6 points behind Migori. Kibera moved up to 7th on the table after edging out Gucha Stars by 0-0 in the second game played today. Gucha remained 14th on the table with 14 points at 3 points behind 11th place Luanda, who also defeated Darajani Gogo by 0-0, leaving them tied on equal 17 points with Gogo, who are 12th on the standings. And now to a sport that's quickly growing in the region. Osama Ali Abad's rise in mixed martial arts MMA has been nothing but gradual, a journey that the 25-year-old fighter began in Mombasa, aged just 12. Osama, nicknamed Ninja Turtle, recently won East Africa's first professional MMA sanctioned event and reflects on his win, ambitions and dreams in this sit-down. Osama Ali Abad's win against Ugandan Stephen Rakara in their 6-kilogram fight during the Anza MMA Fighting Championship was symbolic. The MMA exponent reckons that the win presented him with an opportunity to perfect his skill after a string of disappointments in Nigeria during the Africa Knockout event.
I just came back from a loss in AKO, Nigeria. It was a hard fight for me. I went off some kind of depression after the fight because we had prepared well enough, but things didn't go as planned. Well, I want to win. My opponent is also praying to win. It was a good day for him. It was a bad day for me, but we as I said, we win some, we lose some. I just got a good, educative fight in AKO. And then coming on to this fight, it was more of a focus on our main goal, more of a focus on my strength in the fight, which is probably grappling. But all in all, it's been one hell of a journey. I'm proud of all the wins and the losses.
The Nairobi Jiu-Jitsu Academy coach and brown belt holder who prides in striking and versatility, while in cage draws his energy from his beginnings at the coastal city of Mombasa.
Every time I go into a fight, I just remind myself, I go back into the moment I started, when I was 12 years old. I've always had that dream in mind that even when I go for a fight, I remind myself why I started. All this I do is for myself, but most importantly for the community, for the kids who don't have any hope, and all they have to do is fight for their life.
And he's coming to the world with hunger and passion and a mission to fulfill his own dreams.
To him, every fight in the ring is an attempt to pass a message, an attempt to bring clarity to the minds of the youth. Definitely, so MMA to you is like a tool.
It's not just something we fight. We go and fight our opponents. We hurt them, or we're looking for the win. We're looking for the cash prize, the belts. This is more of a lifestyle. We live this. We do this every day.
He's very intelligent. He learns just real quick. We all He's not only an athlete for me. He's a little brother, and we are a family. We've been through a lot.
The reigning Africa Brazil Jiu-Jitsu champion says he got into the MMA to test his limits.
Main thing for me stepping into mixed martial art is wanting to go into bigger stages and compete with the greatest.
Yes.
But most importantly, to also show or motivate everyone else who's, again, fighting for something they love.
Osama is ready to sacrifice it all to rise to the top of his game and conquer the world.
It will take you staying away from family. It will take risks. Like, let's say you have, some people even quit their jobs to focus on fighting. So honestly, it takes everything.
It's always a hype. Losing is always a depressed moment that want us to go to the winning again. So we reflect, we study, we train, and it takes a teamwork. You know, it's not only me, it's not only him, it's his teammates also, the management. Like it takes a teamwork to develop such skills. So yeah, we reflect, we study all the time, we learn from our mistake. Now we study, we reflect. Even in winning, we see our gaps. What do we need to improve on? What do we need to study? Who wants to learn more, to put more? So yeah, it's a lot. It's not as people see it. The lights, the fame, the cameras, these all are illusions. Yeah. There are a lot of behind the scene that nobody actually know.
He has passed to reach the global stage in 5 years, featuring world's premier MMA events, even as the sport continues to make positive strides locally.
I'm going to say in a time span, hopefully in the next 3 to 5 years, we're going to be in some of these big stages like probably UFC Contender Series or other promotions like PFL. But one of the big stages for sure, in about 3 to 5 years, we're going to be ready for it.
His rise and rank as one of the finest MMA athletes in the region has certainly come at a cost.
Big responsibility in terms of me being one of the greatest fighters in East Africa. Maybe not the greatest, but one of them. Every time I go into a fight or a competition, I always have all my focus into the fight because I feel like everyone is watching, everyone has expectations. Being the head coach at Nairobi Jiu-Jitsu Academy is a big kind of play for me. I need to represent not only the gym, not only my fans, not only my family, but the whole country.
Osama says his over a decade experience as a taekwondo player has boosted his skill set.
Grappler, I've done jiu-jitsu, judo, and some wrestling for about 13 years now. I've done striking for a few years, probably 2 or 3 years if I'm not wrong. But my biggest kind of game plan is relying back on my on my grappling, because that's where my strength is.
He's a good grappler. MMA takes 70%. MMA fight takes 70% of if you have good grappling, you're more highly winning than having striking. Yeah. So if you have good grappling in MMA, he has now. A lot of people underestimate his striking. We are working on that, and he will come soon, showing the world that he's good at it all.
And his word to the upcoming MMA fighters?
All I want to say to you is chase your dreams. It might take some time for you. For others, it might take a shorter time, but God is the best planner. So have faith in God, have faith in your craft, have faith in what you do, and eventually everything will unfold for you.
And definitely Osama Ali Abad, aka Ninja Tato, will be eyeing to continue with where he left it this year when the MMA more events are held in 2026. That's how we leave it this evening. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Bernardo Kumu.
Update. My name is Mariam. When you've been watching the Legends edition, helping me on the sign language has been Caroline Jaroge. Good night.
Tushinde.com. Cheza safe, cheza smart. Gambling is addictive. Not for persons under the age of 18 years.
Sasa kwa star 419 hash uko na game mpya. Tushinde spin corner. Simply spin. Kisha ngoja. Na kwa entry moja unaweza angukia na uspin hadi mara 3. Na ikigonga 25,000 na kufikia instantly. Cheza spin corner sasa hivi kwa star 419 hash option 4.
Tushinde.com. Cheza safe, cheza smart. Gambling is addictive. Not for persons under the age of 18 years.
Time is ticking, and this beautiful Pro Box deserves a home. Je, umeshiriki? Dial star 419 hash option 4 uingie kwenye draw ya kujishindia himo tea. And on the 3rd of January, tunatangaza mshindi wetu. And you know what? Inaweza kuwa wewe.
Nice, na festive season inabamba na niko na watatu hapa. Hapa iko 15,000 Kenya shillings, iko 20,000 Kenya shillings, iko 40,000 Kenya shillings, na iko ya wapenda nao 120,000 Kenya shillings. Sema kweli bwana, fungulia watu Christmas waanze kuona. Mapenzi lazima ipambwe leo. Iko 120,000 Kenya shillings hapa. Nataka mshikane, mjue ni sanduku gani mnataka kung'oa out of these 12 boxes. Esikiza nini? Hongeeni.
Tuseme.
Wacha masikio ipatane na mdomo.
Tuseme sawa.
The mystery box.
Tuseme sawa. Sawa.
Unataka kutoa?
7.
Namba 7. Mulikuwa mnataka nini toke?
Tende.
Nani anatamani kufika hapa wa kwanza? Kimani. Kuja hapa. Kim. Shikilia hapa. Wacha kwanza ni charge botua kabla nikupatia, si ndio? Iko 15,000 hapa. Kwenda ka 20,000 hapa. Iko 40,000. Na iko ka 20. My brother. Moja kati hizi pesa umezing'oa. Hebu guess ni gani? Iko hapa ndani ya namba 7. Moja umetoa.
15.
Nyinyi wenyewe mlikuwa mnatamani kutoa nini? Tende. Mimi nawaambia kama ni nguashe mumenoa. Mumetoa tende. Tende imetoka. Chukua sanduku moja kati ya hizo zote. Nguashe na mngoja, enda.
Aisi hapa.
2,000 Kenya shillings. Nimulikie KFC na soda baridi iko wapi? Mulika. 5,000 Kenya shillings. Alikubali ama alikataa? Amekataa. Bibi amesema umekataa. Umekubali?
Nimekataa.
5, 6, 7, 8. Alisema wewe ndio kichwa. Wacha nione mdomo inasema nini. 8,000 Kenya shillings achukue unajua wewe uko na chazi ya kwenda pale. Achukue hiyo kitu. Utaenda uchukue kitu. Mwambie achukue hiyo kitu. Juu siongeze. Sioni uking'oana pande. Mungu ndo naenda miski. 8,000. Double number 4. Unakataa. One of these boxes, number 3 na number 5, kuna kitu mzuri. Hata nikiongeza 10,000 usichukue. 10,000 Kenya shillings. Na baada akichukua, bado Her Majesty anaweza akakuja hapa na pana tena bado nipatie 10,000. Familia itoke na 20. Hiyo hesabu hujapiga?
Haiko sawa.
Unakwama tu hapa.
Nikwama hiyo.
Unaona aje? Hiyo 100 si mtafungua tu biashara pamoja ama ya mtafungua tu kivyako?
Kivyangu.
10,000 Kenya shillings unakataa? Hata usiti. Hii si tunafanya hivi ndio niongeze. Chukua sanduku namba 3. There's something in box number 3.
Yeah, number 4.
Kwa sababu unafikiri kuna nini?
120.
Mlika 120,000 Kenya shillings iko wapi? Mlika sura ya Kimani ambaye anacheza na mimi na najaribu sana kumsaidia. Kimani. Mlika toa tende. Mtakula viazi karai na KFC na soda baridi. Mara ya 3 nakuuliza. Unakwama na hiyo unachukua this 10,000 Kenya shillings ama unageuza?
Nakwama nayo.
Pili nauliza tena. Is it sanduku namba 4? Is it the 8 ambao nimekuonjesha?
Namba 4.
Mara ya 3 nauliza, and this is final. Final. Is it sanduku namba 4? Is it this 10,000 Kenya shillings? Ama unaamua aje? Namba? Wekelea mkono hapo. Kimani, vuta sanduku namba 4. Kimani umekuwa na sanduku namba 4. Namba 2 ni nani anatamani kufika hapa? Na anatamani kufika hapo wa pili. Hey. Iko joto.
Iko kabisa.
Toa jacket. Uko na jacket utasikia joto alafu ikuvute. Umevuta, umeweka. Wacha nikusaidie basi. Bas. Chani seti hapa. Amechukua chenye ulikuwa unataka? Huko unataka namba 4. Haya, sawa sawa. Nakuambia hapa ndani baada ameacha 15, ameacha 20, ameacha 40 na hii hako mbali nayo na hata hakuwa anaitaka. Enda uchukue. Na ikiwa mbaya sana chukua mountain bike. $10,000 Kenya shillings. 11, 12, 13. $13,000. Akona 14,000. Nenda ununue your own mountain bike. Wachana na hizo sanduku. Wachana na sanduku namba 2. Jero. Na iko 14,000. Do ya meza. Watakukemea. Hata ungechukua hiyo 40. Cha niongeze hasira zao. Ungechukua 15. Ni urongo. Jemo. Ni nini kwa sanduku namba 11 yenyewe? Ni nini kwa hapa yenye utaki?
Ngwashe. Ngwashe. Kwa.
Toa hiyo pesa weke mahali unataka kuweka.
Inarudi tu.
Tutakosana?
Sawa.
Tutakosana. Huwezi niambia unataka mountain bike alafu nakuwekea 50,000, 60,000 Kenyan shillings na unakwama kwa sababu kuna baridi.
Bado.
Unasaidiwa aje?
Ndio hapa tu.
All of a sudden James sasa amekuwa mwimbaji.
Kabisa.
Na tutakumbukana na shilingi 16,000.
Hai.
16,000 umekataa. Kwa mara ya 3 unachukua hii 8 yenye unaifikiria mara 2. Wacha nijaribu ning'ang'ane. Unachukua 2 ama unageuza, weka hiyo pesa mali unachukua. And this is 16,000. Nyamo? Yes. Mara ya pili. Is this sanduku namba 2? Is it the 16,000? 16,000. Mountain bike.
Mara ya pili tu hapo.
Kucheza na imani yako.
Nasikia tu ndio mara ya pili tu hapo mbili.
Na mara ya 3 na mmoja.
Mara ya pili.
Namba 2. Kililia wembe mpatie mpaka shoka. Chukua. Vuta hiyo sanduku. Rudi kwa stand. Ulikuwa unafikiri wakati yako itafika? Koja hapa. Ladies last. Mimi bado nakupatia hii. Kuna haja kwenda pale?
Ikiwa sawa sitaenda.
Ikiwa sawa? Nikifika 20?
50.
50? Enda. 50. Na kupatia 120 bado nataka 50. 120 unataka 50. Alafu una mali anaweka pesa. Kama unataka 120 toka tu hapa, jaribu ingie tu hapa, please. Kama unataka tu 120. Ukika kwa 9 na kuhesabia. 3, 2, 1. Ukika kwa 8 naongeza. Omba Mungu labda nitafika. Kama unakaa hapo hata kuna haja nikuhesabie basi. Uko sure? Unataka kufanya nini naye?
Kuweka kazi.
Kuweka kazi? Kazi gani?
Hata kama ni ya kuuza manguo za watoto.
Toka tu hapo. Toka.
Naona hiki ni bariki.
Unaiona? 20,000 ambayo nilikuwa nasema ndio hiyo. Ni nini hiyo uwezi fungua nao na hii? Ni nini hiyo unataka kufungua nao biashara kwa hii? Hii. Namba 9. Biashara gani? Gani? Hata hii nikiwachana na hii tunaweza fungua nao biashara. Beli ya nani? Halo? Beli ya mtumba ni shilingi ngapi? 20,000. Ya watoto unaweza kupata na 18,000. Alafu mtu anachukua acha mchezo, chukua hiyo pesa. Kwa hiyo pesa, kwani tunapelekana wapi? Imeingia kwa 50 ni wewe, sifiki. Ongeza, siongezi. Mimi nikutoe hapa nikuwe kwa namba 8 alafu unaniambia niongeze. Tena nifanye hivi, tena urudi hapa. Rudi tuhesabiane. Hii ndio unachukua 20,000 mkononi. Ona mpaka ameshashika na kaekelea hivi. Wewe. Chukua hiyo pesa weke mahali nataka kuiweka. Is it namba 9 ama namba 8? Kwa mara ya 3, Selina, ni namba 8 ni namba 9 ama unachukua hii 20,000 ambayo unaiona hapa? Ni gani? Mara ya 3 nakuuliza. Hey. Gani? Namba 9. Mara ya pili nauliza. Ni namba 9. Ni hiyo namba 8. Unageuza. Ama this 20,000.
Chani ete na kama ongezi yafike.
Ni mara ya 3 na ya mwisho na nakuuliza na kiburi. Ni hii. Ama namna gani? Amua. Namba 9. Wewe mwenyewe. Chukua namba 9 na uichukue na maringo sana. Kimani, Selina na Jemo wote wako na yao. Ikiwa yako iko kwa *419# au tushinde.com. Tuonane baada ya break. Dial *419# option 1. Ucheze tushinde lucky box. Pia wewe wangukie yako. afanye? Afanye naiba gari. Kwa nini unaiba gari? Kwa sababu zina gari. Chukua hiyo simu. Si kuna gari kwa star 419 hash. My friend, unajua vile kupata gari ni rahisi. Unaona nini hapo? Probox. So you get your own car. Afani sijajua hii. Hiyo ni gari yako wewe mwenyewe, unaweza ukajishindia. Space iko kibao, unaweza fanyia nao biashara yako wewe mwenyewe. Umewekewa mpaka ngoma ndani ya gari. Security features ziko. Kamera ya mbele, kamera ya nyuma, mpaka reverse cameras. Rims za hiyo gari umeona wewe? Bado unaiba. Azia isitaiba tena. Na ni gari ya 1500cc. Pocket friendly. Usiwahi sema hujui kupata gari. Nimesikia fandi. Toka hapa. Tumesema aje? Stop for 19 hash. Nitasikia tena. Hautasikia. Ulitoa tende. Unaweza ionja? Utaikula tende?
Kabisa.
Jemo baada ya kukataa my 16,000 Kenya shillings. Unatoka leo hii mahali hapa. Na Christmas shopping. Nilikuwa nasema Christmas shopping inaenda wapi? Kumbe inaenda wapi?
Ruai?
Inaenda Ruai. Unaiona mahali? James. Baada ya kukataa kuchukua 16,000 Kenya shillings. Unapata na full Christmas shop. Unaenda Ruai 9, sio?
Kabisa bro. Ba.
Wini wawili wanaopendana. Selina kuja hapa. Nikelea hapa. Tende. Ulikataa 20,000, alikataa 10,000 shillings. Selina. Wewe unatoka hapa na only one laptop na 30,000 Kenyan shillings. Yes! Yes! Asante sana. Hata uamini. Wakimani. Ulikuwa unatarajia nini?